Ninth standard English term 2 prose 1 part 1 17 oranges lesson we are seeing now. In the last class we saw that he noticed that my trouser pockets were somewhat bulging. So when he was caught by the policeman, he noticed that his pockets were somewhere bulging. Now we'll see the next part. Hey, wait a minute, Pongo shouted. So while seeing the pocket was bulged, policeman is telling, hey, wait a minute, like this. Pongo is shouting. The policeman is shouting at him. He caught me by the collar. He caught me by the collar means what? By the on spot, he was caught by the policeman. He caught me by the collar, took me into the cabin nearby, and looked into my pockets. He caught on spot. He was caught by the police. The police took him to the cabin and looked into his pockets. There were 17 oranges. In his pocket, there were 17 oranges. Pongo counted them and placed them on the table carefully. He took the oranges and counted them. It was 17 oranges and he placed them on the table. Too many people were stealing from the dogs, Pongo said. So he is telling more people are coming to the dogs and stealing so much of things. We have stolen these oranges and concealed them in your pocket. Have you anything to say? He is asking. So many of the people are coming and stealing from the dogs. You have stolen these oranges and concealed them in your pocket. Concealed means hiding something, kept secretly or kept hidden. It is called concealed. You have stolen these oranges and concealed them in your pocket. He is telling. Have you anything to say? He is asking. You have stolen these oranges. You have anything to say to me? He is asking. I said nothing. I was very frightened, but I kept quiet. I had read a lot of detective stories. To make the mistake of blabbing, anything you say may be used as evidence against you. I knew that best plan was to say nothing. He is telling that he has read most stories. If we say anything, we will blabber something and we will say the truth that we have taken. So it may be evidence against as he is thinking, and he is thinking that it is a blessed plan to be quiet. We should not say anything like that. He is thinking. So you won't say anything, said Pongo. I am going to bring another policeman here. He will be witness against you when I bring you up this case in the court. So he is telling, if you are not going to say anything, I will bring another policeman here. He will be the witness that you have made a theft here, and while I am bringing you to the court, he will witness you. He is telling. Pongo left the cabin and locked the door behind him. He was worried. Pongo, the policeman, left him in the cabin itself. He made him to sit. He locked the door and he went out. He was very much worried. I looked at the walls. I looked at the door. I looked at the 17 oranges, and I looked at the apron with its broken string. He is thinking, and he was very much worried. He is sitting and thinking something, and he is seeing at the walls. He is seeing at the door. He is seeing the wall. He is seeing the door, and he is also looking at the 17 oranges. He is thinking at the apron. Because of this broken string apron only, he was caught by the police. So he is seeing everything, what to do like this. He is thinking, I lose my job. He thought that if he was caught by the police, he will lose his job. Perhaps I'll go to prison. What will my father say? He is thinking. If he is a theft, everybody is confirming it. Surely he'll go to prison. What will my father do? Then he is thinking, my father is an old man. What he will do if I go to prison? If he is go to prison, what his father will do? I almost gave up the hope of escaping from the trouble. I was locked in the cabin, and the oranges were on the table. Pongo had gone to bring a witness. I am in trouble. He is thinking, what have to do? I have to escape from this. I was locked in the cabin. Oranges were on the table. I am sitting. He is thinking inside, and the oranges were kept on the table in front of him. The policeman has went to bring the witness. Now he is in very trouble case. Oh my God, I said. He is telling, oh God, what to do? What can I do? He is asking. Eat the oranges, said a voice in my head. Eat the evidence. He is telling, if the oranges are there, he has already caught by the police, and he is going to bring the evidence. If he comes and sees means, he also will witness. Okay, he has made a theft. He has took the oranges. He will say. So a voice is coming from his head. Eat the oranges. Eat the evidence. The oranges only is the evidence of the theft. So eat the oranges. A voice is coming from the head. Eat them. I asked. Eat them. He is asking, what? Eat them. Oh, yes. Yes, said the voice in my head. Eat them and the evidence will be gone. Be quick. Eat them all. A voice is coming from the head. Eat them, eat them. Only the evidence is the oranges. If the oranges is not there, nobody is the witness. Only the policeman has sound. So we can say, no, I have not theft anything. He will say. I thought for half a second. Then I took an orange. I peeled it and put it in my mouth. Soon only the pips were left. Immediately what he did? He took the oranges and he peeled off and put it in his mouth. Only the pips. Pips means the seed. Inside the fruit is called the pips. Only the pips were left. You have to swallow the pips too, said the voice in my head. You have to swallow the pips and the peel. You have to swallow the evidence. The voice in his mind is telling, you have to follow the pips also. If you eat the fruit and if you throw the pips and the peel means it is also an evidence. So everybody will know only the pips and the peel is there means he would have eaten the fruit. Everybody will think. So we have to eat all the evidence. The mind voice is telling, you have to swallow the pips too, said the voice in my head. You have to swallow the pips and the peel. You have to swallow all the evidence. If he is eating the fruit means he must eat the pips and peel. No other go. Yes, of course, I said. Yes, what to do? Nothing can be done. Only we have to do that only to escape from this trouble. I swallowed the pips and put some of the peels in my mouth. So he swallowed the pips also. The seed also he swallowed and some peels. The skin of the fruit is called the peel. So he put some of the peels in his mouth also. Don't eat it, said the voice. There isn't time. Swallow it. Be quiet. Be quick. Swallow it. The mind voice is telling, don't eat, don't chew and eat, just swallow. No time is there. Be quiet. Be quick. The mind voice is telling. I took a small knife from a pocket and cut all the oranges into small chunks. I swallowed the pieces of oranges one after the another. Suddenly he thought, we can't bite and eat everything. So he took the knife from his pocket, cut the oranges into small chunks means small pieces. So he made the oranges into large chunks. Chunks means pieces. Cutting into the thick pieces something. So I swallowed the pieces of oranges one after another. One after another he started to swallow everything. There is no time to chew and eat. So he swallowed everything. There were still 3 oranges on the table when I heard Pongo outside. I stopped. My stomach was nearly full. So there were 3 oranges on the table. At that time he is hearing the Pongo sound outside. I stopped. He stopped. His stomach also nearly full. Be quick, swallow them, said the voice in my head. The voice in his head was telling, quick, don't be late, fast, the mind voice is telling. I was lucky. Pongo other policeman had seen some cards at the dog gate. So he's thinking that he is lucky because Pongo and other policemen were seeing some cards at the dogs in the Godown. They are seeing some other in the gates. They have seen some other cards and they went and talked to the drivers. This gave me a few more minutes. So when they were talking to those drivers, he had some few more minutes. I must swallow all the oranges, I thought. Only 3 left. He is thinking, oh, only if 1 orange is also there also, it is a trouble for him. So he is thinking, I must swallow all the oranges, I thought. Only 3 left. So in 17, before itself 14 oranges he ate. Only 3 is there. So he is thinking, I must eat everything. I swallowed the first one and then the second one. First he is eating the one and the second one he started to swallow. Suddenly the door began to open. I went through a great deal of struggle and finally managed to finish off the last piece of the last orange. Pongo and the other policeman walked in. Suddenly, when he swallowed the second one, when he is eating the last one, he was in trouble. He can't eat also more oranges he eat. He was in great struggle. He was hearing the Pongo sound and the other policeman sound also. The last piece of the oranges is in his hand. Pongo, another policeman, walked in. He came in. This is a thief. Pongo said, I caught him with the pockets full of oranges. He is telling he is a thief. I caught him with the pocket full of oranges. He was hiding the oranges fully. He has stolen. He is a thief. He is telling to the another policeman. Then Pongo looked at the table. At first, he could not figure out what had happened. Where are the oranges? Pongo is looking at the table and thinking, what is this? Where is the orange? What had happened? He is thinking, the policeman is thinking. I can smell them, said the other policeman. Another policeman is telling, yes, I can smell some orange smell, but where it is, they are thinking. I said nothing. He didn't say anything. He didn't open his mouth at all. Pongo looked everywhere for the oranges. He looked in my pocket, he looked in my apron, but he didn't find one orange. Pongo knew that some oranges were there. He got shocked and he is searching everywhere. He was searching in that man's pocket, in the apron, everywhere. He is searching in the room, everywhere. Finally, Pongo understood what had happened, but it was very difficult to believe. Pongo understood, oh, he has eaten everything. Because smell is there, he know that he only kept the oranges, but where it is. So he knows something has happened. He has eaten. What had happened, he understood. But all the 17 oranges in a very short time, how he would have eaten. He could not believe what had happened. 17 oranges, he said. 17 big oranges. How did you eat them all? He is asking. 17 oranges, that too very big oranges. How it is possible to eat? It is possible you to eat? He is asking. I said nothing. Pongo was not able to send me to prison. There was no evidence. He is asking him. He didn't say anything and he was sitting quietly. If there is no evidence to send him, then how it is possible the policeman to send him to the prison? Pongo became angry and shouted at me, but I didn't say a word. In the end, he had to let me go. So Pongo got angry and shouted, but he didn't say anything. But there is no other go. The policeman let him go outside. I told Clem John about the 17 oranges. Then he came out and told the Clem John, his friend, about the 17 oranges. Pongo locked you in that cabin for half an hour, said Clem. He had no right to do that. He is telling what? He had locked him in half an hour in the cabin. He has no right to do that, his friend is telling. Perhaps Clem was right. I don't know. I didn't have time to think about it. I had eaten large oranges. He is telling, I didn't think anything about that. I have no time to think about that. I have eaten all the large or big oranges, everything, peels, pips and all. I felt very sick for a week and those oranges kept working away in my mouth. So, as he has eaten all the oranges, he felt very sick and his stomach also was not working away. Okay, children, this is a very good story. So, here, do you know some part is given? One orange contain a daily requirement of vitamin C. So, orange is rich in vitamin C, so citric acid. So, lemon and oranges contains vitamin C. So, now during this corona period, you can have more oranges. It increases your immunity power. Oranges and lemons. Oranges were first grown in India and then they spread to the other parts of the world. So, we have this appreciation also. So, oranges were first grown in our India only. Then only they have spread it all over the other parts of the world. Okay, children, I think you have understood well this lesson. And some few notes have been given about the author of this story. Okay, shall we see that also? About the author, William John Francis Norton, known as Bill Norton. 1910, he was born in 1910 and he died in 1992, was an Irish-born British playwright and author. He worked as a weaver, coal bagger and lorry driver before he started working. His preferred environment was working class society, which is reflected in much of his work. He wrote many novels, short stories, plays and children's books. He is best known for the play Alfie. His 1977 children's novel My Pal Spadger is an account of his childhood in 1920s Balton. This is a short note of the author. If you want again to note it down. and some of the glossaries, some of the meanings of these hard words has been given here. If you want, you can note down. Not if you want, you can note down, because this is very much important. If you know this meaning, it will be very useful for you people. Okay children, I think you have understood well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. If you have any doubts, you can clear your doubts. Okay children, thank you.